Welcome to Your Region This Week. I'm Anandi Carol Woolery. In this episode, an event to inspire young women to pursue a skilled trades career, plus artificial intelligence could be more friend than foe. A look how it can help businesses and their employees be more efficient. But first, here's a look at the headlines. To the latest measles update as of Thursday, May 29th, Grand Erie Public Health is advising of new measles exposure locations as listed on the screen. Public Health reminds viewers anyone born in or after 1970 who has not had a previous measles infection and who has not received 2 doses of a measles-containing vaccine is at risk of infection if exposed to the measles virus. For more information about measles, including signs, symptoms, exposure location details, and what to do if you believe you may have been exposed to the measles virus, visit the bchu.org/measles. The City of Waterloo has issued a coyote warning after incident. A resident and their dog came into contact with a coyote on May 27th in the evening on the Geotime Trail in the area of Columbia Street West and Wilmot Line. It's unclear if the dog and its owner were hurt in the incident. Also, the University of Guelph has confirmed that a coyote was spotted on the west side of the campus on May 26th. In a release, the university says the animal was near the university center, near the food delivery area. The City of Brantford will be removing the Alexandra Park cannon from its current location at 265 Dalhousie Street for conservation work. Once the work is completed, the cannon will be moved to its new home at the Canadian Military Heritage Museum. Sunday, June 1st will make National Cancer Survivor Day. It's a day to celebrate strength, resilience, and hope. In Brantford, there's an event happening at Home 2 Suites by Hilton Brantford.
It's National Cancer Survivor Day, and it's held on June 1st. It's held the first Sunday of June every year. And as a cancer survivor myself, I know firsthand how life-changing the diagnosis can be. For me, it's paying it back. It's giving back, I've had a second chance. And so I want to help as many people as I can. And that's why this event is so important to me. But the most that I do now is support cancer patients. If you know anybody that is going through cancer, have them reach out to me if they want. Right now, there's people from all over the world that reach out to me on a daily basis. I get a new email, and I offer support. I try to answer any questions, but the big thing is to be there, because when you have cancer and you're diagnosed, all you do is want to talk to someone who's been there and they're still here today. Even when I pull together the vendors that I want at this event, I try to put myself in their position and say, who did I really need when I was going through that? And so that's how I do the selection or send the invites to see if the people will come. Okay, so they would go to my website, and that's RonnieCampbellAuthor.com, and click on National Cancer Survivor Day. So they click on there and they can sign up right there. And then it's at the Hotel 2 Suites, Hilton Hotel, St. Clair Boulevard. So it's just off the Garden Street or the Garden Ave cutoff on the 403. And it's from 1 till 4:30. So the speakers will be from 1 till 3. And then we'll have people just go to the venues. But yeah, they can either come to, if they can register, but even if they don't register, they can always just come to the event. Last year, I wrote to the city, and they've done a proclamation for this, the first Sunday of June in Brantford. So the lights at Harmony Square will be lit up on Sunday. So it's a proclamation from Brantford.
Flanagan Food Service has been inducted into the Waterloo Region Entrepreneur Hall of Fame. It was founded in 1977 and grown into Canada's largest Canadian-owned food service distributor. It's all smiles in the Royal City. The Smile Cookies will fund over 75,000 meals for students across Guelph and Wellington County. The annual Tim Hortons campaign raised over $191,000. Former NHL and Guelph Storm goaltender Dan Cloutier has joined the team as an advisor to President of Hockey Operations Scott Walker. Cloutier is joining the Guelph Storm after spending 7 seasons with the Vancouver Canucks in various roles including player development and goaltending coach. A new mural dedicated to local sports fans will greet patrons at the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium. The mural highlights the action and excitement of a KW Titans home game. It has been outside door 7. Kitchener-based artist Trevor Clare's work is also showcased on the iconic Kitchener Rangers-inspired mural called The Odd. It's located at the front doors of the building. Coming up, inspiring the next generation. Jill of All Trades, a day for women, comes to Conestoga College.
Hey, Chef D here. Join me Saturdays at 4:30 for At Home with Chef D, season number 10. Thanks so much for that. Hey, we're going to go back old school. We're going to join Julia Child and Graham Kerr and some of their great recipes and share some of their passion with you. At Home with Chef D, Saturdays at 4:30. Won't you join me?
Cooking with Chef D.
My name is Chase Nicholas. I am a Mi'kmaq hockey player. Growing up, I always remember my family talking about the Mi'kmaq as the creators of the game of hockey. In grade 7, I did research on Mi'kmaq hockey sticks as the first sticks of the NHL. I found a Mi'kmaq hockey stick made in 1917, the same year the NHL was formed. I was surprised to find out the very stick I was holding was made by my great-great-grandfather, Alexander Cope. In 1934, an elder known as Old Joe Cope wrote a letter to the Halifax Herald claiming the Mi'kmaq created hockey. I found out later that I am a direct descendant of Old Joe Cope. There was a time when Mi'kmaq children were torn from their families and not allowed to speak their language, losing their words and stories. But the stories are coming back to us. Stepping on the ice, I take pride knowing the roots of the game of hockey stem from my ancestors in the Mi'kmaq Nation.
The regulars, the guys who keep this place in business. Last week, they had something to celebrate. Jason had just finished university, so they toasted his profs, his TAs, his old roommates. Well, they toasted just about everyone. But I worry about and take care of my guys. So even when I know they're not driving, sometimes that means bringing them a little surprise. And then they had a drink to me.
Brought to you by Smart Serve Ontario and Arrive Alive, Drive Sober.
Bringing artificial intelligence to life was the focus at KPMG Summit held earlier this week in Kitchener. It looked at interactive technology for businesses that want to achieve tangible results with AI.
Today's summit was part of a 6-summit series that we launched across Canada, and this was the last of the events. They're all different regions, they were towards different industries, and we had a lot of experts from both companies that develop AI solutions, consultants like us, and actual companies that use AI solutions in their business to progress their business. These summits were around agentic AI and the use of agentic AI today. How do we progress our business goals with it? How do we go through adoption? How do we use it to achieve return on investment aligned with corporate objectives?
In the world of agentic AI, you're really thinking that there's more of an autonomous experience of the agent itself. They're able to do things, check back in with you, And that concept of being your digital employee is very much real when you think about having multiple agents that are going off and doing different portions.
So in simple terms, agentic AI can be described as the marriage between automation and AI, or specifically generative AI. So as Heather put it in the summit, it's the baby of RPA and generative AI. In layman's terms, that means that we create systems that have an AI agent, and we give it the ability to learn from the data we give it, to act autonomously within confined boundaries, and adapt and change direction based on that reinforced learning, interacting with other agents as itself or with humans. And that makes a difference between other systems that are not able to adapt necessarily when you have a simple AI model used for a specific purpose, but it cannot act and produce tangible results or actions, for example, to go on the internet, look for airline ticket prices for you, book you a ticket actually, and find your hotel, and do everything that a human would do online. I think the biggest takeaway from today was that you shouldn't wait to experiment and adopt AI and AI agents. And we heard it from a lot of our guests on the panels, real-world organizations that actually use AI, and they started adopting different technologies into their organizations and spread the word, create awareness, and have people experiment with it. If you experiment with AI within your organization and deploy different types of solutions across the enthusiasts in the organization, that creates two things. Creates awareness and creates embracement, adoption, eliminates a lot of the fear from the technology, and you achieve a lot faster the results that you would if you're taking a more cautious approach. Let's wait, let's see what works, what doesn't work, let's create a specific use case that will bring me return on investment within the next 6 months. It is really creating awareness and embracement and buy-in among your employees, and that spurs a lot of creativity and use cases within the organization.
Jill of All Trades, A Day for Women, is a day-long event to inspire young women in grades 9 to 12 about the many opportunities that careers in trades and technology provide.
We are so happy to be here today at our Reuter campus, Conestoga Skilled Trades campus. So excited to welcome over 325 young women from 11 school boards, a number of private schools, to our campus today to experience Jill of All Trades. And what an awesome opportunity this is for those young women. We have a whole bunch of different workshops that they're going to attend, 3 out of 18 workshops here on the same campus. And they're going to have all of that experience, and they're going to make things and take things home. And just after their first workshop, they come back and they interact with our sponsors and employer booths. And that's when this networking piece comes in, the opportunities to engage with our local employers, our provincial, national, and North American sponsors. So it's just an awesome day. And then the experience in all the different workshops. It creates this awareness that skilled trades are for young women, and to create these pathways already when they're coming into grade 10, grade 11, et cetera, they can choose those correct courses that they need to take to prepare themselves for post-secondary, either an apprenticeship pathway or a trades pathway at their local community college, being Conestoga College. So we are very excited that they're here today. I do have to mention we are North America. We have 28 events here in 2025 across North America, even 6 in the US. So we're very excited at that. And we are going global in the next year or so. So wait for those announcements to come. So I also want to talk about our amazing North America brand ambassador, Mandy Renahan, the blue-collar CEO, owner and founder of Freshco, not the grocery store, has won numerous awards, and we're so pleased to have her here today as our keynote speaker. But we love her to death that she's involved in Jill of All Trades, and she loves promoting women in the skilled trades.
My second question to you is, who wants to be rich?
It's just awesome sauce. There's no other way to describe it except for when you look at what we're doing here today, this is progress in the making. It's here. These girls are showing up and they have something that we never had. They have support. I mean, did you see the carb table down there? Look at the food, the excitement. We're gonna have t-shirts flying into the audience. It really could make you emotional to think of the opportunities that our gals have today. Well, apparently I'm a pilot project that went really right. So when you look at me being in the trades from a very young age and now being one of Canada's top CEOs, it it shows people you can be this. It doesn't matter what you look like, where you came from, this can be you. Because we need more leaders in Canada, and these young gals today need to see what they can be. And I'm here to show them that. My message is to them is that when you look at that house that everybody's been trying to get into, the women before me kicked the front door in, and women like me opened up the doors and let all the stank out. It's just now their time to go in and design it the way they want. And that's what I tell them. There's nothing holding you back. No, you don't need to even think about it. It's there for you to take. It's just that easy.
It's one of those programs that really shows what happens when government, industry, education, and kids sort of all come together in this perfect combination. And you know, as an MPP, part of the reason I'm here is because of the government funding angle and the fact that as a government we've been so aggressively focused on really bringing attention to the trades and 50% of our workforce. But honestly, for me personally, seeing all these girls being so excited is absolutely incredible because, you know, as I will tell them when I speak later, there is nothing that beats the confidence you get from learning how to do something that scares you. And coming here, learning how to, you know, use a drill, change a big tire, that's an experience that they will not forget and that they will take with them when they leave here today.
It's closing time, and you stayed out longer than you planned. So now you can't drive, and the buses have stopped running. You could always call your girlfriend. Or maybe your roommate? What about your best friend? You could just dial 1-888-TAXI-GUY or use the Taxi Guy app. The call and the app are free, and they both connect you to a local cab company to bring you home safely. Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive, drive sober.
Hi, I'm Mike Farwell, and I'd like to invite you into this studio every weekday from 9 until 1 for a show that I think you're going to like. It's called The Mike Farwell Show, and it deals with the issues of the day. Local, provincial, national, even international. You'll hear from the newsmakers, and you'll get the chance to make news yourself when you call in and share your opinion. If you want to know what's going on in your community, The Mike Farwell Show is the place to find out.
Hello, welcome to Lions TV Bingo. An announcement, we are now on Mondays. Yes, every Monday from now on, Lions TV Bingo is going to be here on Rogers. We'll see you this Monday.
Hey, what's up? We're Chris and Cam, host of What's Buzzin' right here on Rogers TV.
We talk about local trends, we interview local guests, and we overall just have a lot of fun.
8 p.m. Wednesday nights on Rogers TV.
Stay tuned.
Everybody knows not to drink and drive, but some people still think it's okay to take drugs and drive. Police have the authority, the ability, and the tools to determine if drivers are impaired by legal or illegal drugs. And because drug-impaired drivers can pose just as great a risk as drunk drivers, they face the same penalties, like the loss of their driver's license, a criminal record, fines, and more. A message from the RCMP, the Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police, and Arrive Alive, Drive Sober.
In sports, the Cambridge Hornets introduce its head coach for the 2025-26 season. The Hornets will return to the Allen Cup Hockey League this fall, and the team will be led by head coach Jeff McCormick.
We want to build a hockey team that the community can be proud of. We want to be able to put a winning product on the ice where our players are welcoming fans to the rink, where our players are interacting with fans during the season, but also at the arena and away from the rink. So we're putting together a product that, again, the biggest thing is the community of Cambridge and Waterloo region can be proud of. The ultimate goal is to build a product that can challenge for the Allen Cup. We all are involved in this game because we want to win. The difference between winning and losing is sometimes small, but winning, especially at the national championship, is just why we're here. I've been involved with the league for a number of years, so I know the competitive nature of the league. I know what it takes to be successful in the league, and I know what it takes to form a winning hockey club with individuals that are coming to the rink with the priority when they're there. Hockey's important, but again, looking for fellowship, looking for camaraderie, looking to be part of a team. So ideally, looking for players that have played high-level hockey, looking for players that have experienced winning hockey, and looking for players that understand there's different roles on every team, and those roles have to be filled, and people have to understand their roles and be willing to accept their roles.
Loved his passion when we met him, loved his experience, obviously, having been in the league and coached, I think, 4 different teams now with 4 different franchises. We don't know what we don't know about this league, so having somebody with that experience is going to help us and help us build a team and help us build a winning culture.
He's coached at every level. We started there. Not only that, but his commitment, desperation for an Allen Cup ring fits what we're here for. We brought back the Hornets because we want an Allen Cup win in Cambridge. He wants an Allen Cup ring. He's got the experience, he's got the knowledge, so it was a perfect fit.
We have 3 dates scheduled for open skates. It's posted on our social media, and we ask that prospective players reach out to me to advise whether they can come or not. Our first skate is June the 12th, followed by July the 15th, followed by August the 12th. All skates will take place at Sports Park in Cambridge. And again, so if interested players, check our social medias, reach out to me. We'll go back and forth, text, email, or telephone calls, whatever's necessary to make arrangements to get prospective players on the ice. Right now, as of this morning, I know I have 18 players that are going to be on the ice on June the 12th.
For more local sports stories, check out 519 Sports Online. Darren Stevenson and his team work to bring our community stories about local athletes. Visit 519sportsonline.ca.
Still ahead, highlighting the work of our volunteers at Rogers TV.
Hey folks, it's me, Giovanni Petiti, the host of Not Tonight. It's the new late night talk show right here on Rogers TV. We got fabulous guests, a lot of laughs. It's just like the Jimmy Kimmel Show. If you order the Jimmy Kimmel Show on Wish. So join me Sunday at 10 o'clock right here on Rogers TV. Nice.
I'm Wendell Clark with a word about winning. We all know it takes a team effort in any sport and with any challenge. You can be a part of the winning team that shuts out impaired driving. Whether you're out on the town or just hanging out with friends, drink responsibly. Always have a plan for a safe ride home for yourself, your family, and your friends. You'll be helping to shut out impaired driving.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
finally for us, you might not know it, but most of our programs on Rogers TV wouldn't happen without the hard work of our volunteers. Take a look.
Today was a volunteer appreciation event, and they wanted to do a volunteer bingo event, and they asked me to be the guest bingo caller. But it was a great way to acknowledge all our amazing volunteers.
First up, under the N, 39.
Sean Ferfaro, I'm currently the host for Kitchener Rangers Hockey on Rogers TV, but I've been with Rogers TV on air for in a number of different capacities since 2004. They're the most important thing in the broadcast as far as I'm concerned. They're more important than your on-air talent. They're more important than your producer, with all due respect to you and the rest of the producers, because without them, we couldn't do it. If you miss a show, it can go on. If I miss a show, it can go on. If our volunteers aren't there, it does not go on.
Four is in the maximum number of Ryans you can have on a Guelph Storm broadcast.
My name's Dylan Buck-Bowen, and I was an intern here at Rogers TV. The biggest thing, I think, was a lot more confidence in working in the actual field, working in a team with other people. I was also really just proud of myself of the stuff that I tried and how I pushed myself to grow my skills even further.
Hello, my name is Nuno Zapatero, and I'm a volunteer here at Rogers TV. My responsibilities with the What's Buzzing show is producing. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Oh man, like I feel so proud of myself, but I'm also been so grateful to be able to put together the show for them, be able to help Rogers TV out with producing the show and making sure that every episode gets aired, make sure every episode gets aired correctly, and make sure that everyone is happy with the content that they put out for the show.
My name is Marcus Gross, and I'm a volunteer at Rogers TV. I've definitely gained a lot of good friendship. I like all the people I talk to. I like that everybody keeps in touch, you know? I've gained a lot of good connections. Just do it, you know? Just try it. Be confident, you know? Even if you make a mistake, that's okay, you know? Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's the advice.
Give it a chance, because the reason I started with Rogers TV was just something I thought it was something I might like, and 21 years later, here we are. The thing that's great about volunteering at Rogers is there's something for everybody. If you want to be a part of a team, 5 or 6 people do something all in tandem with each other, there's a role for you. If you want to be something where you're a little more isolated and you can find something that you can do on your own, there's always something, no matter what your skill set and what your interest is, and I love that Rogers creates those opportunities for so many people.
That's our show for this edition of Your Region This Week. Thanks for watching. I'm Andy Carroll Woolery. See you next time.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
It's time to get a little messy.
Thursdays, Top Chef heads north.
Welcome to Toronto.
And when the competition hits Canada,
Poutine. They're here to fight for over $500,000.
A lot of dough on the line, right?
there are no apologies allowed.
Am I missing one? Oh my God. Woo.
Sorry, not sorry.
My job's not done until I win.
And I compete.
Top Chef, all new, Thursdays at 9 on Bravo.
Summer days, summer nights, lots of things to do, places to go, and people to see. If you're having a few drinks, be sure to plan ahead and get home safely. We don't want to pick you up.